up in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it the first female character to be in the fantasy draft of my Injustice 2 future fantasy game? Ah! Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm trying to adjust the camera so it gets good lighting, but it doesn't want to cooperate. So, anyway, what's going on, Super Friends? It's SuperDude here again, and I'm sorry for the weird. Hold on, the weird like intro-y mess thing, but I'm like all over the place right now because I'm working on a big new episode. I'm doing a big new thing for episode 5 of this. We're already on episode 4. This is episode 4, and this is a cool thing because it's the first female character I'm bringing over to the fantasy draft, but I'm doing a really cool thing for episode 5. I'm not going to do that every 5th episode, but I'm doing a really cool thing for episode 5. Just stay tuned. But today's episode, somebody made the comment that I am leaving females out of the roster. That is not true. It has never been true. For those of you who know me, some of my favorite characters are some of the female characters, and I am drafting one of them today. And I'm gonna try to do more female characters in the future. I'm gonna do more female characters in the future. I just don't know if I'm going to make it an even balance of girls to guys or what. Just depends on how it shapes out. I still haven't decided a roster level cap thing. So, why not? Okay, so, this has already started off very rambly. Okay, the first female, you've already seen it in the description, and you've already seen the title of the video and the thumbnail, so if you don't know, now you know. The character, fantasy draft number 4, the first female who gets the honor of being inducted into my fantasy roster, Cassie Sandsmark, aka WonderGirl. WonderGirl, woo, yeah, WonderGirl, yeah. Alright, WonderGirl. And like always, I'm going to do an origins for her. I'm going to do, or like a little biography. I'm going to do how I think she would play, what I think her abilities are going to be, and I'll give some cool reasons why. And then at the end of this video, I am going to let you know what the 5th video is going to be because I'm very excited for this project. So, give me just 1 second, guys. I have to, because I'm planning this, I'm getting a lot of research pulled from a couple places, and they're sending me a thing. Okay. Alright, so give me a second. Load. Load. Alright. So we have that. Alright. Anyway, without wasting any more time. So, Cassie Sandsmark, WonderGirl. Cassandra is the 3rd character to be called WonderGirl, the 2nd being Donna Troy. Donna Troy, following the earlier stories of a young Wonder Woman using the name. Cassandra is the daughter of Dr. Helena Sandsmark, an archaeologist with whom Wonder Woman was working, and the Greek god Zeus, making Cassandra a demigoddess. During a fight with a Doomsday clone and another battle with Decay, Cassandra created a costume and used magical accoutrements, the sandals of Hermes and the gauntlets of Atlas, to help Wonder Woman, much to her mother's horror. Cassandra later had the opportunity to ask Zeus for a boon, aka a favor, and requested real superpowers. Zeus granted her request, but gave Dr. Sandsmark the ability to deactivate them with the simple touch of her hand upon Cassie. Dr. Sandsmark, however, reluctantly accepted her daughter's wish to be a superhero and rarely, if ever, uses this ability. So, Cassandra Sandsmark, aka WonderGirl, is the sidekick, the young version of Wonder Woman. Like, she's not gonna grow up to become Wonder Woman. At least I don't think she ever does. Let me check. Does she become Wonder Woman? No, I don't think she ever becomes Wonder Woman. But so yeah, Wonder Girl. It's a cool little idea. And so now we're going to. I like her history. I like the. For those of you who know me, I love Greek mythology and the history therein. I really need to get like a lamp or something. So I like the history, the Greek mythology stories, and I love characters that tie in. That's why I'm gonna go see the Wonder Woman movie. That's why I love Ares. That's her villain. That's why I played with Ares, the character Ares, more than a lot of the characters in Injustice 1. So bring him back in Injustice 2, people. But no, bring him back, NetherRealm. Anyway, so Wonder Girl is an interesting character to me. Wonder Girl has an interesting thing going on. But check this out. How would I have her play? I would have Wonder Girl. Again, I know I bring this up all the time. I would have her be a very in-your-face, beat-down character. Like, a lot of these characters that I'm going to have are going to be brawlers. Zoom, I made him a brawling speedster. Like, have her be an in-your-face type of character. One thing I would have her do is I would have her do this, use these, because she has these, and just BAM! Just hit them together, and it causes a shockwave that hits the opponent. And then she can also block projectiles with it, if it's done right. She can do a flying tackle. Have her do a in-air flying tackle. Have her do a super speed punch, like a run through the opponent and then hit him with a super speed punch. There's a lot of cool stuff that you could do with her. You can have her do a whole bunch of give her a lightning clap. Why not? Just boom! Lightning clap in your face. There's all sorts of fun little stuff you can do with her. Have her use some lasso tricks, but that's where her special trait that's gonna come in handy. Let me read some of what she has. Cassandra powers and abilities. Cassandra originally received her powers from a number of mystical artifacts employed by Artemis during her time as Wonder Woman. So she was Wonder Woman. These included the gauntlets of Atlas and the sandals of Hermes, which provided her with the powers of strength and speed and flight. She was eventually granted similar abilities by Zeus as her fondest wish. Discouraged by her previously shown arrogance, shortly after joining the Teen Titans, Ares approached her and gave Cassandra her own magic lasso. However, unlike Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, Cassandra's is a weapon which channels Zeus's lightning when she becomes angry. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, okay, see here's this is what I mean by having a BAB. Currently having tapped into her own demigoddess powers, Cassie is an Olympian powerhouse. Although she is not as powerful as Wonder Woman or Donna Troy, Cassie is still a powerful young woman. Her lasso has apparently also changed, enabling her to turn Lycus into dust with a simple order. So, magic lasso. Now, her powers are derived in New 52 from the silent armor that's always on her, and it activates whenever she's in battle. Now, her lasso now glows red with barbed wire. It has infinite length, virtually indestructible, and can drain life force. So here is what I'm thinking for her trait. You give her ever-changing lassos. So you give her Zeus shock lasso, you give her a regular lasso that will give her health back, you give her a lasso that give her a health draining lasso, and the health that you drain from the opponent goes to you, and then you give her a barbed wire lasso that just does damage. It just does damage. That's all it does. So, just some cool little, and then just an ensnarement lasso. Just one to ensnare, grab, bring over, and then combo. Now, as for her super, I did not think about this ahead of this video, and I should have. So, for her super, I would have her actually, and this would be fun, I would have her summon some of the powers of Mount Olympus, like some of the gods for Mount Olympus. Like she just super throws them. Okay, here's what you do. You have her throw the opponent across the world or whatever, and hits a pillar. And then she grabs another pillar, takes it and just smashes him, goes up in the air and just takes the pillar and throws it down on him. And then grabs them and chunks them back over to where they were. There. You have a WonderGirl superpower move. What's her story going to be? Well, and as I'm telling these mini parts of the story, you can kind of see the direction I'm going. In this version of, with this version of Power, not Power Girl, excuse me. In this version of WonderGirl, you have the story be that Wonder Woman cannot be trusted any longer. And so WonderGirl steps, I think I did call her Power Girl before. Power Girl on the brain. So you have WonderGirl step up and be like, "Hey, knock it off." And then Wonder Woman's like, "No." Power Girl's like, "Alright, well, you don't want to? I'll make you." And then they fight. And then that's really her arc, is trying to get Wonder Woman to come to her senses and see that what she's doing is wrong. But that's all the hint I'm going to give you. That's all the bit of her story that I'm going to give you. Because some of her story is going to be, ready for this, I'm doing this for you too, it's going to be included in episode 10. But episode 5 is next. What am I going to do for episode 5? Alright, so I thought that episode 5 needed to be a cool big video thing, and then I thought, how do you do that? Well, first, I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and I'm going to announce who's next. But that's not big enough. So, I figured one character is not enough for video number 5 of the fantasy draft. So, because they're my rules, and I can do what I want with them, I am drafting not 1, not 2, but 5 characters. 5 characters are going to be announced in the fantasy draft for my Injustice 2 game in the next video. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And if you want a hint as to who it's going to be, my phone will tell you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Teen Titans. I hope it doesn't get a copyright strike. Please don't give me a copyright strike because of that. Teen Titans. Teen Titans. Teen Titans are gonna be next. Teen Titans are gonna be next, and you'll see who I'm bringing in Teen Titan wise in my Teen Titans video, but it's going to be very, very long because I'm going to do a bio for each of the 5, and then sort of how each of the 5 would play, minus 1 or 2. That's all you're getting out of me. So join next time for episode 5, the Teen Titans. And until then, you guys have been Super Friends. I've been SuperDude. I need to go work on this video because it's going to be very, very fun. And until next time in the fantasy draft, up and away. Goodbye.